The Titan bathyscaphe was without any hint of comfort or even a safety certificate when it collapsed while traveling to the Titanic liner's sinking location in the Atlantic Ocean. Tourists paid $250,000 for the tour in spite of this. Another group of tourists descended to see the famous sunken ship in person on June 18, 2023, the day the submersible came across a wreck. After barely 1 hour and 45 minutes of diving, communication with the crew stopped. There were 5 individuals aboard the bathyscaphe: Paul Henry Nargol, a former French Navy officer who is a diver, submersible pilot, and a member of the French Institute for Research and Exploitation of the Sea, IFREMER, as well as Stockton Rush, the CEO and founder of OceanGate Inc. Suleiman Dawood, a British-Pakistani businessman who is the head of the Dawood Hercules Corporation and a trustee of the SETI Institute, the director of underwater research for EM Group and RMS Titanic Inc., which owns the rights to the Titanic wreck, and British businessman, aviator and space tourist Hamish Harding. For deep-sea exploration, the bathyscaphe was a self-propelled submersible. It was made up of a carbon fiber chamber with a spherical shape that dispersed outside pressure well. However, the Titan's designers gave the pressure hull a cylindrical shape, which increased boardability and revenue. Since 2021, the Titan has been utilized for deep-sea diving, including excursions to the Titanic wreck. It had a length of 6.7 meters, a width of 2.5 meters, a height of 2.5 meters, and a weight of 9,525 kilograms. There wasn't much room inside the capsule, so tourists had to sit on the floor without having their legs free to move around. The latrine, which was divided from the main compartment by a curtain, had the only window illuminator. Wall lights within supplied illumination. The hatch was fastened with 17 bolts and could only be opened from the outside. The oxygen supply was intended to last for 96 hours, and the car's speed was about 5.6 kilometers per hour. The commander of the bathyscaphe was said to have operated the vessel through Bluetooth while using a modified Logitech F710 gamepad. A support vessel was used to observe the procedure. OceanGate's head of marine operations, David Lorridge, claimed in 2018 that the vessel needed to be improved because it could not guarantee crew safety at great depths. Stockton Rush, the CEO of Titan, who eventually perished on the bathyscaphe, rejected independent testing and certification. Rush even went so far as to sue Lorridge for divulging sensitive information, once it turned out that the bathyscaphe could only tolerate a maximum depth of 1,300 meters, not 4,000 meters, since the walls were too thin. Rush stated that his invention was too novel to win evaluating agencies' speedy approval. In 2022, David Pogue, a member of the expedition to the Titanic, asserted that before diving, he and other tourists had signed documents acknowledging that the bathyscaphe was an experimental vessel that had not received regulatory agency approval or certification, and that it might cause harm, psychological harm, or even death. Several nations joined together in the search for the submersible after it vanished to try to find it before its oxygen supply ran out. The Titan's debris was found on the seabed on June 22, 200 meters away from the Titanic's wreckage, after a 4-day rescue mission. The 5 passengers' deaths, according to OceanGate, were all confirmed.